All right, let me put my face on and see. Oh, okay.
Yep, I can see it.
You can see me? Can you hear me?
Hold
on. Okay.
Yep, I can.
Yes. Okay, and are you able to chat?
I am, yes.
But why can't I see the chats?
I don't know, but I can manage it for you.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'll just text you.
Yes.
If it's anything important, okay. I'll just text you.
Okay. All right. I'll hang up with you. Okay. Oh my gosh. I am so sorry. My computer. It got very mad at me. Okay. Calm. My friends. You're here, and I'm so happy. We were able to figure this out. That's what scientists do. We figure it out. Oh my gosh, I have to take a breath. I was so afraid I could not figure this out, and I had some help. I asked for help. That's what we do. Okay, my friends at Ephrata, I am so happy. So happy. And we have some fun stuff to do together. So yes, I think we need to get started, right? Yeah. Okay. So we are going to be scientists today. It's so much fun. And there are a few things that I want to explain before we even get started, okay? So scientists, we have a few rules, okay? There's always rules, right? In your classroom, even at home. Like you can't walk on your kitchen table, right? That's a good rule, right? So as a scientist, one of the most important things is that we stay safe, okay? And that is something Volcano V takes very seriously, all right? So how do we stay safe? Okay, so one thought is we have to listen, okay? Listen for what our directions are, what to do next, right? Don't put anything in your mouth. No, yuck, right? It might give you a tummy ache, okay? Because you have chemicals today. You're working with chemicals, and I'll explain that, okay? What else is safe? Not to jump and get the wiggles, okay? You might knock something down, or you might get something in your eyes. We want to keep our eyes safe, okay? So those are the most important rules, all right? Can you remember that, guys? Of course you can. Yes, because you are in kindergarten. Yeah, all right. And you're almost going to be in first grade. Whoa, isn't that cool? Okay, so let's see. What are we doing today? So we're going to talk about some science stuff. And let me think, I just remembered something that scientists do. So before we even talk about our science stuff that we have to work on, something that scientists do, and I bet all of you do this. Can you guess what it is? Oh, I just did it. Ask a question. Ask questions. That's what scientists do all the time. Ask questions. What is happening now? What is this? Why does that smell funny? Questions. That's what we do. Okay? Today, we are going to be asking a lot of questions. Now, there is a fancy science way to ask your questions. Okay? that word, and I have it written down so we can remember our words. Oh, it's right here. That's silly. Whoa, that's a long word. Observations. We will make an observation. That means we are going to ask ourselves, what is happening? What is our observation? Now, to make an observation, we will need our 5 senses. Okay? So, what do I mean senses? I bet you guys know what are our 5 senses. Okay, one is, let's see, I even have a picture. We use our eyes. What do we see? Okay? When we make an observation, what do we see? I see something interesting. We also use our ears to make an observation. Is this making a weird sound? Another sense, touch. What does this feel like? Is it sticky? Is it slimy? Okay. Another sense that we use, smell. Ugh. Does it smell stinky? Does it smell like cake? Okay. So, and then there's one more sense that we are not going to use today. It's important that we do not use it. Does anybody know? What did I leave out? I said seeing, hearing, touch, smell, taste. We're not going to taste anything today, okay? No tasting. We don't want to get a stomach ache. The materials that we are using today are not for tasting, but that's okay. We can still make observations, okay? So now that we know our observations, and I will put in a little reminder. I'm going to go like this. When you hear that, that means we are going to stop and make an observation, okay? So now, what we're talking about is, as scientists, we always want to know about matter, okay? And that's my dog. He wants to know about matter too. He's so excited that the mailman has come and there's matter, like envelopes, okay? So we want to talk about matter as scientists. Now, what do we mean about matter, right? What is matter? Well, everything is made of matter, one type of matter or another. Now, you may know different types of matter. Let's see. Okay, here's one. A solid. Now, this is a baseball. Can you hear that? Ow. It's a solid, okay? It's hard, all right? It's a solid. Doesn't go anywhere unless you apply force. A solid. Let's see. My phone is a solid. That's one type of matter. What's another type of matter? Now let's see, I did write the words so we can remember. Solid, that was a solid. Another type of matter, a liquid. So like in here, I have a liquid, a green, strange, bubbly looking liquid. That's another type of matter. Now, there is a type of matter that you can't always see. Who can think of it? Let's see, you can smell it. You might feel it. I'll give you a hint. This matter, I could probably wave it around. This matter is called a gas. Air is a gas. We know air, right? That's a gas. There are many types of gases. Now, I don't know if any of you have a lizard at home or a snake. Sometimes dogs, too. They do something with their bodies a lot. They let out gas. And what can we observe about the gas? It can be very stinky. Right? So we have our gases, we have solids, and we have liquids. So these are the kinds of things that scientists are very interested in, okay? And we are going to do some experiments today and make some observations about matter. Now, we have a special experiment for you, and it's called Sunny Slime. Now, Sunny Slime is called Sunny for a very good reason, okay? And let me tell you something about our very, 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 very cool star that is our very own star, right? And this is it. Our sun. Yes, we love the sunshine. Now I hope you can still hear me. And you should be able to see a picture of me. Here we have the sun. Now, many of you know what is special about our sun. Our sun is a star. Whoa. Oh, what kind of... That, my friends, is what a star really looks like. And guess what? It is hot. Very, 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 very hot. Did I say very? Because it's very hot, right? And the light is very strong. We cannot look at the star, right? It hurts your eyes. Now, the reason we can see colors is because of the sun. The reason why we have heat is because of the sun. The sun is super, super cool. Now, the sun gives off waves. Now, a lot of these waves, we cannot see what's in them. We know it's there because it's hot, right? So waves of heat. We know it's there because we see colors, right? That's called visible light. But there's some other waves that are very important to know about. Now, this is a picture of all the different waves that come from the sun. Now, this is a little weird to think about, that microwaves come from the sun. How did scientists figure that out? X-rays. These are other waves that come from the sun. And if you see this rainbow in the center, this is light, comes from the sun. What we're going to talk about today are sunglasses. No, not really. We're going to talk about ultraviolet rays from the sun. Now, you may not have heard of ultraviolet waves. However, you do know this because what happens to you if you are in the sun for a long time? Oh no! What happened to her? She got a terrible sunburn. Now, you guys probably know that there is something special to put on your body, right? So that you do not get a sunburn. It is so important. So, that special lotion, oh boy, you put it all over your body. I think these little guys, I think they want to go out in the sun. What do you guys think? I think it's a good idea that they put some lotion on to protect from the sun, but maybe not so much, right? Uh-oh. It's probably on the sofa too. Oh my gosh. There are other ways to protect yourself from the sun. What about this kind of hat? Would you wear this kind of hat? No, huh? Well, he wore no sunblock. That's what we call it, right? It blocks the sun. But oh my gosh, what is strange here? Everybody, look at the picture. Oh, let me do the sound. Let's make an observation. Look around his eyes. They did not get sunburned around his eyes. Why? Because he had sunglasses on. There is something special about sunglasses. The sunglass blocks the UV, right? We called it UV, ultraviolet light waves. So it stops them from coming in and burning your skin, okay? So that's a good thing. But you have to remember to put lotion on too, right? What we're going to do today is something special to see if there are UV rays around, all right? So I think we are ready to do our first experiment, okay? Are you ready? I bet you are. Okay, so I'm going to get my little shelf so that you can see what I am doing. And what you will need today is you will need cups. You have a tiny cup. Then you have a larger cup. I think yours will be bigger than mine. And that's good. Okay, so you're going to need that. You're going to need the tiny cup. You will need something called liquid starch. And I'll wait for you to get your stuff in front of you, okay? Or maybe you have it already, and I need to hurry up. I don't know. You will need glue. If yours is a different size, it's okay, because we're going to measure how much we need. So don't worry. As long as you have glue, we will need something called photochromic pigment. Lots of letters, lots of words. It's going to be in a little bag, and it looks like powder. Yours might be green. They actually come in different colors. Mine happens to be this color. So look for green or blue. It's a little bag, tiny little bag. We only need a teeny, weeny, weeny bit. Okay, so look for that powder. And we have a very special light. Okay, so this light has a tiny little button on top. You can't even see the button. You just press, and look, it lights up for you. Now you can't see it on screen, but when you look at it, oh, let's make an observation. I lost my little thing to make the. What do you see? All right, we're using our eyes. What do you see? It doesn't look like a regular flashlight because it's not. This is a very special light that will work like the sun. It makes UV light waves, okay? UV light like the sun. However, is this hot like the sun? Nope. Is it as big as the sun? Nope. Is it dangerous like the sun if you were to get too close? Nope. And that's why we're using it. Okay, so you're going to need this. All right, and the last thing we need, this big tongue depressor is what you can call that, or a giant popsicle stick. We're going to use that to stir. Okay, all right, so let's get some things together here so I can be organized just like you are. All right. Oh, here we go. I have my directions for you. Okay. So step number 1, we have to add some water into our big cup. But how much water? We actually need 1 tablespoon. But I know that you do not have a tablespoon. What do we do? We're going to figure it out. I have an idea. This little cup, you can fill it up and you would have 2 tablespoons. But we only need 1. So what do? We fill it up halfway, okay? So we're going to put water in here so that it's half full. Okay, so I'm going to pour some water into mine. And I will show you. There we go. That is all the water that you need. That is half full. It is 1 tablespoon of water. Now, next step. You ready for step 2? We are going to pour the water into our big cup. And take your time. Now, I'm holding my cup so you can see. You do not have to hold your cup, okay? Don't hold your cup. Leave it on your table. But I want to show you mine, all right? So, you should have your water in your cup. Step 2. Let me ask you an observation. For an observation. Where's my ding? I want you to look at this. You can even touch it. Is this a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Which one is it? Did you say liquid? I bet you did. Water is a liquid. Okay, step number 2. we need the same amount of glue. So we need 1 tablespoon of glue. So that means we're just going to fill it up halfway. So grab your glue. And let's pour this in. Oh my gosh. Make some observations. What are you noticing about the glue? What can you see as you're putting it in? Is it a solid, a liquid, or a gas? Whoa. Did you say liquid? Yeah, that's right. It's a liquid. Now it's safe to touch glue, and you will notice what? What can you tell me? What does the glue feel like? It's kind of sticky and messy, right? Now, are we ready for step number 3? Yeah. Step number 3, we are going to put the liquid glue into our water. All right, so let's drop it into the water. Okay, and you can see it's going kind of slow, right? Is that your observation too? It's thick, right? So guess what? We can use this to hurry it along a little bit. Okay, so let's scrape that out, kind of like a cake. Now, scientists, what do you notice? Is the glue in the water mixing up? Nope, it's not mixing. And guess what? We need it to mix. So what are we going to do? We're going to take this and we are going to stir. All right? So let's stir. And you can stir back and forth and stir in circles. And what observations can you make? Uh-oh. Let me just make sure I have a helper who's helping me. Oh, no messages. Good. So we're all together. Okay. So let's keep stirring. We want to mix the glue and the water until it looks like milk. Okay, so let's keep stirring and stirring. And scientists have to be patient. Sometimes things take a while. It doesn't happen right away. And that's okay. So we're going to stir and stir and stir. All right. Is yours starting to look like milk? Mine is kind of looking like milk, but it looks a little lumpy. Let me mash the lumps out with my stick. Maybe if I stir some more, if I stir a little bit in circles, maybe I can make letters. How about that? I'll make an O. I can make the letter Z. Okay. It's starting to look like milk. All right, I'm gonna hold mine over. See that? Looks kind of like low-fat milk. Okay, I think we're ready for step number, are we up to 4? I think so. This is where we need our special powder, okay? Now, you should have your blue or green, you might even have my color, have your powder, all right? I happen to have a lot because I use it a lot. You should have just enough for this experiment. So, we're going to open the bag and pour this powder into our milky looking mixture, okay? When we combine 2 substances, we're combining 2 materials, 2 liquids. We call it a mixture. So here, you go ahead, open up your little bag. So you have to get your fingers in here, pull it apart, and then go ahead and empty your bag. Okay? And try and get as much out as you can till your bag is empty. Now, let's make an observation. So we saw the color of the powder. Does the powder have a smell? Now, we can't always stick our nose in things, right? We have to be gentle with our nose, okay? Because sometimes things smell terrible, and our nose would be very unhappy with us. And so we do something like this. We push the air, the smell molecules, push it into the area of our nose to smell, okay? Kind of like a very fancy wave that you would do if you were the Queen of England. You would wave like this. Well, scientists do that too. Maybe that's where she got it from. Okay, so that's an observation. It's smell. Do you smell anything? Maybe not. Now, did it mix together? Mine didn't. So let's mix it up, okay? So we're going to just stir and stir again. And we are going to mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. Mine is starting to change color. Is yours? That's another observation that we are using our eyes for. Okay, so we're stir, 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 stir. Okay, now it should be pretty mixed up in there. Okay. Now, here comes slime time. All right, we have one more liquid to add. Okay, let's see, how much does this say? Add liquid starch. And this also needs 1 tablespoon. Now, we know this, if we go halfway, it will get to 1 tablespoon. Now, chances are you only have 1 tablespoon in here. You know what? Let's just put it all in there. All right, so I'm going to take my cap off. You guys might have a different cap, and that's okay. All right, and we are going to pour our liquid starch into the mixture. Okay. Are you making an observation? Anything happening? I don't hear anything. Not yet. Doesn't look like slime to me. Guess what? We need to stir once again. So let's take our stirring stick and let's stir. What? Let's see, guys. Is something happening to yours? Uh-oh. Something very interesting is happening to mine. can you make some observations? Let's see. Well, I can see something looks different. That glue looks clumpier than usual. Let's keep stirring. And let's keep stirring. And you know what's going to happen? This is going to start to turn into slime. Now, I don't know if you guys have made slime before, but this kind of slime needs a lot of stirring. Whoops. Uh-oh. Whoops. I'm stirring too fast. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Oh. Oh my. I'm making a mess. Eee! All right. Now guess what, guys? Soon we're going to have to stop stirring. And you know what? We are going to have to put this in our hands and start mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing. Okay? So, when you're ready, and this is okay to do, you're going to put this in your hands, and I'm trying to put this, and hopefully you guys have a paper towel so that you don't get too much all over the place. Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm here mixing and mixing, and right now I have a goopy mess. Mine is goopy, okay? But you guys keep mixing and mixing with your hands, okay? Mix and mix. And you know what? This is going to take maybe 4 or 5 minutes, okay? So I'm here, I have it down here mixing so I don't get it all over my shelf, because you know what? This is messy, right? Ooh. This is some messy stuff right here. Oh my gosh. Okay. So you keep mixing, I keep mixing, and eventually we're going to have something that is turning into a ball of goo. All right. Oh my gosh, this is so messy. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, my friends. I don't know about this slime stuff. Okay. So, let's mix for another 2 minutes, okay? I have to find my paper towels because my hands, yuck, yuck. Oh my gosh, I made such a mess. But that's what scientists do. We make a mess. And you know what? That's okay. Okay, let's see. 1 more minute of mixing. Now, there is also one more thing that you should have handy. And if you look in your bag, you'll find a plate. Okay? And once you're done mixing your slime, I want you to put it on your plate. Okay? So you put it on your plate. Okay? And you're going to notice that it flattens out, right? It's still like a liquid. All right, is it on your plate? You got it on your plate, guys? Don't worry if your hands are messy. It's okay. All right, I know you don't like it. Some of you don't mind. I'm not crazy about it. Woo. I made a mess over here. Okay, now check this out. I want you to take your little light and turn it on. We put a special powder into our slime. Remember that powder? That powder is very sensitive to UV light rays. That stuff that comes out of the sun, and it also comes out of this. It's very sensitive to the UV that comes out of this. And when I say sensitive, what does that even mean? Here's an experiment to do with your slime. Turn this light on. Shine it onto your slime like this. Oh, let's see if I can show you. I want you to hold it in one spot. It's hard for you to see what I'm doing. Hold it in one spot and tell me what happens. I'll let you do that. I'm not going to give away any clues because I want you to try it out and be amazed. And I'm going to clean up some of my mess. Now, did you guys notice what happened when you shine the UV light on your slime? It changes the color. It changes the color of your slime. Now, mine already faded, so it goes back to normal when I move this. All right, when I take it away, it goes back to normal. But you can turn it back on, shine it onto your slime, and you can make a design. You can make a pattern. Whoop. It is so cool what you can do because you have UV light coming from here. My hands are wet. You have UV light coming from here. And remember, the powder is very sensitive to the UV light. Right? It's so cool. Okay, I'm going to let you play with that for another minute or two, okay? Can you make a circle or a square? What happens if you shine it just a little bit, right? These are the kinds of questions scientists will ask. What if I do it a little bit? Does it work? What if I do it for a long time? Does it get really dark and change color a lot? So you're making observations, right? You're looking for the changes in this matter. And it's really, really cool. Okay. Oh, dropped my UV light. Okay, my friends, we have another experiment to do. So let's clean up this one, okay? And guess what? You can play with it again when you get home. So your cup, you get a lid with your cup. Where's my lid? Give me your lid. Where'd it go? Well, you get a lid with your cup. It should be in your bag. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the slime that's in your plate and let's put it back in your cup where you did all the mixing. Okay, can everybody do that? Put it back in your cup and let's put the lid on top. That will keep your slime nice and gooey, nice and slimy, okay? And you can play with this when you get home. And one of the things, you can show your family how this cool light works, right? But guess what? What would happen if we were to put our slime in the sun? What do you think would happen? We're going to put it outside in the sun when we get home. What would the slime do? Now, remember, our sun, where's my sun? Where'd you go, sun? Oh, here you are. Our sun has the UV light, right? That's the stuff that's in the sun waves that come to us way from over there where the sun is, that causes our skin to get red like a hot dog, right? And it hurts. And we have to have protection. That is what changes the color in our slime. Now we have a little bit of UV light that we can use here because we're in the classroom. But if we were to go outside in the sunshine, that's going to cause it to change color. All right? It is very cool to see. All right? And hopefully you will have some sunshine when you get home. And if it's not today, I bet it'll be sunny tomorrow. It'll be sunny all summer, right? Well, most of it. Summer's coming soon. Okay. Now, let's put our things away because we're going to do another experiment. All right, so hold on to this. We're going to need this again. All right. And you can put your plate away, your sunny slime that you made. You can put that to the side. And let's see, I don't know if you have another mixing spoon or mixing stick. So you're going to need one. So maybe we will hold on to it. Okay. So here are the other things that we need. All right. I'm just going to grab them and explain some cool stuff while you are grabbing them. Let's see. Ah, there it is. Okay. So things that you will need. You'll need another one of those large cups and another one of those little cups. Teeny, teeny, teeny cup. And a large cup. We're going to need this cool thing again, okay? Our little UV light. It's called a black light. Okay, we're going to need that. Another thing that we need, PVA. There's a special type of liquid, PVA. You'll see it says PVA on the top. You're going to need that. You're going to need something called borax. I'm blocking my face. Borax. Okay. And you should have a little bag that has little beads in it. Don't take them out just yet. All right. I'm going to show you something with them. These beads are super cool. All right. So you should have those. And let's see. Yes, we got it all. Mix. All right. We got our stuff. Now, one of the types of substances or matter that we're using today is called a polymer. All right. A polymer. What is a polymer? All right. So if we were to take, if we were to look at something, right? And we look and look, and it gets bigger and bigger, and we're looking. And then we put it under the microscope, and we're looking and looking and looking. And eventually, we'll notice things start to take a different shape, all right? And we'll see there are molecules, okay? And a polymer is a very special molecule that looks a lot like spaghetti if you were to look at it under a microscope, all right? And this polymer, for us here today, we're using one that's called PVA, all right? And we're using PVA to make another kind of slime, right? And when we mix something else into it, it causes the polymer to bunch up into a little goo ball of slime. So that's what we're going to do in this experiment. But first, we've been talking about the sun all this time, right? Guess what? So remember that powder we had that we used for the other one? That powder is called a photochromic powder. Photo means light, chromic means color. There's something very special about these beads. So now, I'd like you to take out your beads and just take them out of the bag and put them on your desk. Okay. Now, let's make some observations. Okay. What do we see about this bead? What are some things that we see? Well, we can see that they are white. We see they have a hole in them. They're hard, right? Now, are these beads liquid, solid, or gas? I think I need some other kind of gas. Well, they're solid. Did you guys say solid? They're solid, okay? Now, these beads are special. Now, we saw with our eyes that they are white. What will happen if we take this, our UV light, and shine it on one of the beads? Okay, let's see if I can put this in a place. So I'm going to take one of the beads. I want to make sure I can see. Okay, and I'm turning on the light and I'm shining it. Oh, look at my bead light up. Anything happening? Can you make some observations? Oh, wait. Whoa. Wait a minute. It's not white. It's kind of orange. Let's shine it some more. Okay, shine, shine, shine. UV light. UV light, let's go. What can you do? It's like a superpower. Dun, 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 dun. my bead turned yellow. Let's get another bead. What's going to happen? Okay, here we go. Ready? And let's shine the light. Do you think it's going to turn a color? Maybe this bead won't. I don't know. All right, shine, 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 shine. Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh no. Shine, shine, shine. This one. Oh, come back. Oh no. Did you drop your bead too? Come back here, bead. That one turned kind of yellow. Try another bead. Okay, here we go. Shine, shine, shine. UV light. Ooh. Oh my gosh! This one is turning blue. Look at it. Oh my gosh. What happened? Guess what? These are very special UV beads. They have that same powder made inside of them. And it causes them to change color when there's UV light. Isn't that cool? Okay, let's make some more slime. Are you ready to make some more slime? Messy, messy, messy. All right, we're gonna make some slime and we're gonna put our beads in our slime. Okay, but not yet. Let's do step number 1. So step number 1 is to take your PVA and we're gonna need all of it. Let me make sure. Yes, we're gonna need all of it. All right, so just pour that into your cup. So unscrew it. Oh, mine has a second top. Well, 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 aren't you special? All right, and we're gonna pour it in. What do you notice about it? Can you make some observations? Yeah? Well, let's see. It's clearish, right? Kind of clear. I don't smell anything, do you? No. I don't hear anything. No, help me. No, stop. Now, so there's nothing going on, right? Well, actually, that's not true. There's a lot going on. We have a polymer, a liquid polymer, and it does not have a color, and it's a little thicker than water. Okay. Now we're going to add something that's going to turn our polymer into slime. All right. They call it cross-linking. All right, let's see. Because our polymer that's like a spaghetti, this causes it to cross-link. So it gets all tangled and knotted up. So we're only going to need a little bit of the borax solution, okay, the borax. Now, I don't know what size bottle you have. I happen to have this size, okay? But let's take our teeny weeny cup and we're going to pour a little bit in there. It's supposed to be 4 teaspoons. So I measured ahead of time to see what is 4 teaspoons in here. And 4 teaspoons comes up to almost halfway. All right, so let's pour very slowly. Okay, scientists? Let's pour a little bit at a time. Little bit, little bit, little bit. Little. All right, and we have a little bit of liquid in our little cup. All right? And that's all we need, according to the directions. Now, if you put too much in here, you can pour a little bit back into the bottle and just do it nice and slow. and you'll get it. And don't worry if some spilled on your desk. That's why we have paper towels to clean up. Okay? Okay. Now, once you have this, let's pour it into our polymer, this PVA. Okay, that's the first liquid. We're going to pour the second liquid, right? Certainly not a gas. Thank goodness. All right, let's pour that in. Bloop, 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 bloop. Observation time. Anything happening? Nope. So let's get a mixing stick. Let's help mix up and cross-link our polymer. So stir and stir, and oh, I already see something happening. Stir and gloop and gloppy and gloopy, gloppy, gloopy. Oh, whoa. Gloopy and gloppy, yucky and gloppy, boo, 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 ooh, ooh. Whoa. Oh my gosh. This is linking up quickly. All right, let's stir. Stir and stir. Stir and stir. Oh, it's getting sticky. What's yours doing? Stir. Oh my gosh. Gloppy. Oh my gosh, mine is already sticking together like a ball. Look, wait, look, look, look. Look at that. Oh, whoa, that is sticky. It's almost like glue. All right, so guess what we have to do? Yep, we got to stick our hands in here and mush it around in our hands so it's not so sticky. Oh my gosh, we are slime doctors. All right, here we go. What observations can you make? Is it still a liquid? Huh. Seems like it's turning into a solid. Is it sticky? Ooh, ugh, yikes! Oh my gosh, it's so sticky everywhere. All right, so you're supposed to squish. Oh no, come back. Is it getting on your desk? Is it getting everywhere? Okay, but I notice when I keep squishing and squishing and squishing, it is becoming less sticky. Oh dear, almost knocked that over. Okay, so you keep squish and squish and squish and squish and squish. Oh my goodness. Ah! How's it going, guys? How is your slime going? Okay, so we're going to squish and squish and squish and squish and squish and squish and squish. Okay, now I'm just going to stop for a second to show you what mine is looking like. So it's somewhere between a liquid and a solid right now, right? Uh-oh, I dropped it on my laptop. Oh my goodness. So here is our slime. So what we're going to do is we can put our beads into the slime. Okay, and we're going to put it in our slime, right? So I can see, there it is. There's a bead in there, right? Okay, so I put the bead into the slime, and let's take our UV light. Ah, there you are. And do you think it'll still work if it's in the slime? I don't know, let's try. So now some of you are still mixing because it's still too goopy. That's okay, keep mixing, okay? It's fine. So while you guys are mixing, I'm gonna see, if I can shine a light on my bead that's in the slime. Is it still gonna work? It's working. It still works. That's so cool. Okay, I'm gonna put another bead in. Hold on. These beads are super cool. What if you had a necklace of this, right? Every time you go in the sun, you just change colors like a chameleon. All right, let's shine this one. Put another bead in. Do, 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 do. And it's working. Look. Oh my goodness, guys. That is so cool. Oh, slime time. So we made 2 different kinds of sunny slime. The first one has the photochromic powder that causes it to change colors, right? So we can use our light and write our name or make a flower, right? With our special light. Our second one has beads that change color. How cool is this? So guess what you get to take home today? You have 2 different kinds of slime that you can show your family. Okay, so you guys can keep playing with this. But when we're done, let's put it back in our container, okay? So that way we have it, right? And you would put the lid to keep the lid on it. Okay, but keep playing with your slime. I want to review what we did today. So we talked about different kinds of matter, right? So is it a liquid like we use to make slime? Is it a solid, right? Like some of our slime got really hard and almost became a solid. Or is it a gas? So we talked about different types of matter. We made lots of observations today, right? So we used our nose, and we had to do it like the queen. We did a lot of touching, didn't we? Right? And some of it was pretty sticky and goopy. We used our eyes to make observations, right? To see. And what else did we do? Oh, we did some hearing, but everything was pretty quiet, right? So we used our senses, and guess what we did not do? We did not put anything in our mouth. Not good. So what else? Oh, we learned some cool stuff about our amazing sun, right? The sun that gives us light and helps us see color, right? And it has these very special ultraviolet waves, UV. And what do those ultraviolet waves do? It can give us a sunburn, right? And that's dangerous. It hurts. And you have to put lotion to block it, right? But we also saw what it could do when we add a special substance. Very, very cool. So, my friends, you will have something more to do after. And I think you might be drawing a picture of what you did today. Okay? And that way you can share what happened in our experiment, right? And how we used sun, and how we had a little light, and how we had cups of goo to mix. Yeah, there's lots you can talk about. All right, my friends, thank you so much. And I'm so glad we were able to figure out how to get together. Oh, I was scared, but we figured it out. Thank you so much. You are scientists. You guys rock. Thank you, Ephrata. Thank you. All right. This is Volcano V saying, see you later, Gator. Bye, my friends. Thank you, thank you. Bye-bye. Are you waving back? You saying bye? Bye. You still waving? Bye. Bye. Okay, you can turn it off now. Bye.